You want to start us off?
Absolutely, I can start us off. Welcome back to the podcast, Halftime Beers. I am co-host Nick Segura, and I'm here with Charlie Steck. Last time we were talking about the NFL draft and how that ended up going about. I think it was a great success for both teams. We both like. And yeah, now we're on to bigger and better things. Today we are discussing a little bit of the NHL playoff and how the playoffs have been shaken out. A lot of sad fans there in Vegas back home. It's been a rough few days, but I mean they were spoiled with a really good team right away. So, you can't have everything. They did win the cup last year, so they've had their fun. I don't know if it would have been as cool if they won the cup 2 years in a row. Because like the first year, I think that's way like, oh wow, that's like the first one. That's like what the Reds are missing right now. It's been a while. Um, but anyway, we're gonna talk a little NHL talk, then we'll get into some baseball news and some baseball stats I'd like to bring up, especially when it comes to pitching. Um, as I think we have a really different opinion on our favorite pitchers and best pitchers in the MLB right now. So we'll get into that as well. And lastly, we'll be doing our all-time draft of an MLB team and full nine, five pitchers, one closer. So yeah, that's what we got on the agenda for today. So Charlie, would you like to start us off with the NHL talk?
Yeah. I had a busy morning, so I took a nap and I woke up from the nap and uh, Rangers Hurricanes was already on, so
Uh-huh.
I missed a little bit of it, but it's gosh, I mean I hate the Rangers and they just know how to win in the playoffs. I mean they got started off easy playing Washington in the first round. Washington sucked.
Yeah, no, yeah, Washington's not that good.
But I mean, I thought Carolina was going to come out of the East, and they're not. It's probably going to be the Rangers. I mean, they look like a team that knows how to win a Stanley Cup. They looked like they
Yeah,
have,
no, they're dominant.
yeah, like they have the like puck just drops the right way every time from. They just
Hmm.
feel like it's it might be their year, which pains me to say because as a Sabres fan, I hate the Rangers. And then the other game today was Stars Avalanche. Um,
Yeah.
I mean, I
Stars just
know,
they find ways to win hockey games, man. They score late, you know.
yeah,
But it looks like to me today they had a really good defensive day early on and it was over by fucking halfway through the third.
yeah. I mean, it looked like it was gonna be the same thing as game one, where Stars took a 3-0 lead in game one, and Avalanche came back and won, and kind of looked like that. Colorado pulled their goalie. They scored their third goal. They're down one. It's 4-3, and then they go. Um, they just can't find the net. Uh, bunch of pucks just bouncing around. Couldn't find the net. There was a play early, I want to say in the second period, where Taves has the puck behind the net, and Jamie Benn comes in. Taves heads down. Jamie Benn comes in, both skates off the ice, hits him right in the head. No penalty.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I hate to be that guy, but when it's someone who has a history of doing it, who has a history of dirty hits in the playoffs,
Hmm.
you have to call something. Like I know it's the playoffs, and I know it's there could be bigger hits in the playoffs, and you have to have your head up, right, and stuff like that. But it's when there's a player who does it consistently, like every single year, where his skates leave the ice, he hits you in the head, that's just dirty. Like he did it last year against Vegas. He did it, I believe, in 2010. I think well, like one of the years when the Blackhawks won, I remember one of those. But
Probably 13. I'm pretty sure
yeah,
13.
but it's just someone who's done it before. Like if it was like really
Oh
any other
man,
player, if it was like any other player on
that
like
was a good one.
Dallas, yeah. Like I mean,
That's
but
when we
like
got
you
to
know,
add in a little sponsorship, right when you get that big ass burp. I'm sorry to cut you off, but
yeah.
that was
But
something.
like
That's something to talk
yeah.
about, my friend.
But like you
All
know
right,
what
I'm
I
done.
mean? It's like if it's like someone else, like if it's like a goal scorer who does that, right? If it's like Jamie Robinson who like leaves his skates and does a hit like that can slide because he doesn't do that, right? He just wants like a big hit and he did that. But it's Jamie Benn who's a guy who does it like every single year, and that's the one problem I have
Mm-hmm.
with that. And then last night during the Bruins Florida game, did you see that the big fight?
No, no, no. I didn't see any fight.
So Bruins are down 6-1. There's like two, like the game's pretty much over. There's like 4 minutes left, 2 minutes left, and David Pastrnak, like the best player on the Bruins, he him and Matthew Tkachuk have just been going back and forth. They were going back and forth game one, going back and forth game two, uh, and he goes up to Montgomery, their coach, and he's like, "Can I fight him?" Like this is a guy in his career. He's been in one other fight, and it's the playoffs. And Montgomery's like, yeah, yeah, go fight. Like you're gonna send your 60 goal scorer to go out and go fight a guy. Like there's no need for him to be in a fight because he doesn't fight. Like he can break something in his face. He doesn't have his gloves on. He can fall funny and break his wrist. Where like now he's out. Like it's just such a dumb, like just such a dumb thing to do as a coach. Like you know what I mean? Like any
Mm-hmm.
like that's why you go out and you get like a Pat Maroon who they have, and you have like all these players where it's if Pasta or if Brad Marchand gets hurt or not gets hurt, but like gets in a tussle, boom, they come in, they drop their gloves, they go and fight. Like if Matthew Tkachuk really wants to go fight, he has to go fight Pat Maroon. Like it's just bad coaching. I think it's also you're down 5 goals and you already stole home ice. Like you won game one, you already have home ice, right? You tell them like sit your ass down, be a man, right? You have to come up. They gotta go play in the garden, and right when the puck drops in the garden, gloves off, everyone fights. Like that's boom because you aren't getting any momentum from that, right? Like fight in the second period and you're down two and you win, you get all the momentum. You don't have any momentum because you're down five with 4 minutes left. I just had to
Well,
get that off my chest.
well, I feel you. I understand what you're believing there.
Yeah.
You know, you're into hockey way more than I am. I'm just getting into the statistics here of what I'll go over.
And then
Um,
I'll just cover the NBA real quick. Um, Dallas won tonight.
mm,
Dallas beat
yeah.
OKC. They get home court.
Apparently
Uh,
Denver just falling apart.
yeah, I mean, they're gonna figure it out. Like they're the Nuggets. They're defending champs for a reason. They're gonna figure it out. Hopefully, they're fun. I mean, Jokic is the greatest basketball player I've ever watched. Um, won his third MVP. Did you see that video of him when they announced he won his MVP?
Mm-mm.
Oh, like yeah, it's like so. I they like it's like on the TV and it's like everyone's in the locker room, all the coaches and everyone, and it's like everyone's like clapping, like hell yeah, 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 and then they pan to Jokic, and he's doing like a so it's like when you're like 7 and it's like Christmas Day and you get socks, but like you have to be like, oh,
Hmm.
thank you so much. It's like that's his reaction to winning the MVP. I thought that was hilarious.
I got you.
Yeah,
I got you. That was a good analogy.
yeah. Boston, that's a bad loss. That was a bad loss for the Celtics today. But I mean, uh, lost game two last round. Not scared at all. I mean, we're still the best team in basketball, and we're gonna come out of that. Uh, the Knicks beat Indiana last night, 2 nights ago. Um, I don't know. It's just Rick, Rick Carlisle, the Pacers coach, got ejected. A lot of uh, fishy officiating. Uh, some odd calls here and there, but that's really it. I don't think we're missing any other series. We talked. Oh, Vancouver, Edmonton. Um, Going into this series, Vancouver is like the heavy underdog. I think they're like plus. I think they're like plus two something. Like before last 2 nights ago, before their game to win the series, Vancouver's like or Edmonton was like minus some one something. Um, it's because Vancouver's goalie's hurt. Right, their starting goalie is
Mm.
basically the reason why they're where they are. But they have unbelievable offense too, and but I feel like that's just a bad like that's just not bad line making, but like bad narrative that like the hockey world is pushing, where it's like their stud goalie's hurt. But it's like I feel like every year or every other year, like the team that like a team goes to the Stanley Cup Finals on like their third string goalie because like they just down on their head for a couple games. That's all you got to do, and they're off.
Mm.
Right, their offense just catches fire, scores one more goal. And that's all you have to do.
I feel you.
Yeah. You want to start talking some baseball?
Absolutely. Well, there's a few teams on fire, and there are a few teams that are really not on fire. I think we can name a few of them off the top of our head here.
Yeah,
What
Chicago
is a
White
team
Sox
that is
suck.
what team is on fire? In your opinion, who's on fire?
On fire right now. Like right now,
There's one
if I had
there's a
to,
shitty answer and then there's a better
okay.
answer.
If if I had to put money on one team to win the World Series right now, it'd be Atlanta. I think
Well,
Atlanta.
I didn't say that. Okay.
Okay, well, like on fire. We're in May. Like
No, I know, but the early part of May,
yeah,
who's
but
had
I
a
think
good May so far?
uh, um,
Or a good
Milwaukee.
start to their season that you Milwaukee? Okay. That's fair. That's fair game. They have had a good start.
Who's been
Um,
Minnesota. Minnesota's lost two.
okay. That's the answer I wanted to hear.
Yeah, yeah, Minnesota's fun. I really
But I thought you were gonna say the Dodgers because they have won 7 in a row.
I don't I could no offense I could
But
really
they'll
care
choke,
less.
so
Yeah, I mean they'll
yeah,
put
but
a shitty wild card team in the playoffs and they'll put Kershaw on the mound.
yeah, but there's one team that is not doing really well.
St.
I
Louis,
think we know what that team. Yeah, no, it's they're next to St. Louis and they're catching up to
Miami,
St. Louis.
Miami's pretty
The
bad.
Cincinnati Reds. The Cincinnati
Oh,
Reds.
uh,
I mean,
I
you
think
guys have lost eight straight. You lost eight straight. You're in the negative column differential now.
yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
you're not winning as many home games as you should. You should at least be in the positive in your home games.
Well, I mean we do
But
like we
and
have
I
a
think that's just
bottom
is that just
10.
due to what do you think that's due to?
I think there's a handful, a lack of offense. I mean we have a bottom like Christian is a bottom five baseball player right now. Dreadful.
That is very
He's.
true.
I
That is
wish.
true.
Gosh, I mean, I feel like if you're the Reds and coming into the season, there was like a player, like a veteran first baseman type of guy, right? And maybe let's say like he's won like an MVP before. Like and you had the opportunity to go sign him, and he can be like a veteran leader in the clubhouse. I feel like that would have been really good for this really young team. Um, right, like he plays the same position as Christian, and he could just mentor him through like this year, next year. I feel like that would have really, really helped. I can't put like my finger on that type of player. Do you know who like a type of player I'm talking about, right?
Yeah.
Like
Well,
like a Joey Votto type of guy. I think he would really help right now.
yeah.
I mean,
But
I
I
like
mean,
that's. Go ahead.
mm, well, Candelario is the guy that we had last year that was on fire. He's not doing so well. I mean,
I
he's
mean,
18 for 81. That's
yeah,
216. That's not terrible, but the problem is he has 12 RBIs and four of them are off of home runs. So
yeah,
he's not really getting people in when people are on base. That's
yeah,
why
no,
his WAR is literally point 0.1, so that's pointless. You're paying him way too much money for him to be meh. But
yeah.
obviously Christian's having a terrible season. But I mean,
But it's
uh,
still, it's
uh,
still we're like a month away.
Spencer Steer could be an all-star player.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, that's the thing that sucks.
But
We have two all stars on our team. We're lost eight straight. We have two all stars.
the only guy that's have doing really good is obviously Ellie. Like Benson's not even batting 200.
And the thing that sucks about that is he started so hot. A bunch of our players started off so hot. But it's bad to cool
Yeah, you
down.
guys were on fire. Well, you're on a cool streak. Every team goes on one, so at least
Yeah, I mean,
suffer
we're
through it now
we're
before
a
it's in
month
the
in.
middle of June.
Yeah, like if you're really like freaking out, like it's like freaking out that like your favorite football team started off 0-1. Like we're so early into the season where it's
Oh no, yeah.
like
I'd make it equivalent to 2 games, probably 0 and 2.
okay, yeah, like if you're 0-2, like you aren't gonna trade everyone away. You aren't gonna blow up the ship because
Mm-mm.
the Chiefs are 0-2. Like stay steady. Right, we're gonna get back hot. And the same thing we did last year. Started pretty bad last year. And we
All right.
brought up some guys. Yeah, there's we got into a little argument today about pitchers.
Yeah, we did get into a little bit of a heated argument, which it doesn't make much sense because you got to be a qualified pitcher first off, and I think
Oh,
your
you want to
guy
bring up
isn't
qualified
qualified
pitchers?
right now.
You really want to bring up qualified pitchers?
Yeah.
We've been talking about your guy for months, and he just qualified like 2 days ago. Like he just did, and you kept on bringing up his stats, and he just qualified.
What do you mean?
So you,
He started 7 games.
yeah,
I
but like
mean,
he just qualified. Every other pitcher was pretty much like already qualified. Like Suarez was already qualified, and your guy like qualified yesterday for stats.
oh, okay. I don't know where you saw that, but I don't know about that.
It's just
Because, I
the
mean,
fact.
he has 41 pitches pitched
Innings pitched.
and 41 innings pitched. Yes. He has 2 strikeouts per inning, or or 1 strikeout per inning, 1.2 ish, probably 1.1. Um, but I know you don't think whips much, but I think whips a lot,
It's
especially
like I
when it
told you.
comes to the Cubs. I think it has a lot to do because I mean the outfield for the Cubs isn't the greatest. We
But
have
but
Pete
the
Armstrong, and then we got a lot of guys that get injured on the corners. So I mean, he's a decent outfielder, I'd say. He's probably above average, but he's a little brittle, you know. Cody, I mean, we have fucking brick wall, It's not a nice padding. So I mean, I see that injury about Cody, but he's back and better, man. He's gonna be great. I'm not really worried. As long as Cody was back and better and not just back and then this be a nagging thing. That's the only thing I was worried about. But he's fine. Um, but yeah, with how good the starting pitching's been is the reason why we're so good. And we could probably be the best team in baseball if we didn't have the shittiest bullpen.
Yeah, I mean another thing about the Reds is Lodolo's like the only good pitcher right now. And Bell only pitches him 5 and a third innings. Like even like our like Abbott when Abbott pitches well. I do think when Abbott is on his A+ game, I think he's like a top 7 pitcher in baseball. But he's only had one start where it's been his A+ game, which that's not good. I mean, and same thing with Hunter. Hunter's only had one game this year where he's been throwing consistently hundreds and strikes, and batters look silly. They're like that, like your whole thing is like your three, right? Like we have trying to do like the three aces type of thing, but only one of them's good. That's not gonna help you win games. And you have a bad bullpen to back them up.
Okay. So, do you want to talk about your guy first?
Yeah, I mean, if we're talking best pitcher in baseball,
Right now, today, best pitcher in baseball so far at the start of the season.
it's Miller, and it's not close.
It's not even close.
It's not even close. The guy has a
Well, I'm trying
negative FIP. Negative FIP. I've seen that twice. And the other time I saw it, it was with a AAA Andrew Abbott. That was the only other time where I like paid attention and I saw it. FIP is uh, field, fielding independent pitching. So it takes away. So like a hit doesn't count towards your FIP unless it's a home run. So it's a home run, and walks are negative, strikeouts are positive. Well, but like more strikeouts that you have, the lower your number is going to be. Right. So it's like if it's like your fielder makes a mistake in the play, but they don't rule it a error, they rule it a hit. That's going to affect your whip, or it's going to affect other statistics. It's your even your earned runs. It's not going to affect your FIP. So it's the best statistic we have to compare pitcher to pitcher.
to. Okay.
Also, his ERA plus is 358,
Well, the
which means
problem
he's
is we're comparing
300. He's
we're comparing
358 times better than an average pitcher.
we're comparing a closer slash relief guy to a starter. That's the first problem we have here. Just had to point that part out. Am I wrong?
Eric Gagne, Mariano. Oh, I don't think Mariano won a Cy Young, but Gagne, Eckersley,
Yes, I'm
Papich,
just
they
no
all
no
won
no.
Cy
I'm not
Youngs.
talking about the
To win,
award. I'm not talking about we're giving handing out awards yet. I'm just saying we're comparing two different type of pitchers that are used for two different things, you know?
you also like you
So
wanted to
that's
bring up.
probably why he wasn't on the list because again, I brought up qualified pitching. I know you're gonna hate me and you're gonna be like, ah,
But I
but
mean, if you want to
that's
bring up
probably
qualified
why.
pitching, Suarez is the best pitcher in baseball.
Okay, you're wrong.
Okay.
You're wrong.
I mean, I'm not.
Can
I'm
I?
not
Okay.
saying.
So
I'm not saying what's his.
here are my
Let me
stats.
look it up.
Here
I've
are my
heard, but
stats.
what's his name? Japanese guy.
Um,
I'm not saying he's bad at all.
Shata Imanaga,
Imanaga. I'm
motherfucker.
not saying he's bad at all.
Yeah.
I'm just saying
Okay. He
that
is.
there is one or two guys better.
Okay. Well, he has like the highest chase rate in the MLB, and his walk rate isn't even that high. based off the high chase rate. So his shit works when it needs to work. The chase pitches for batters. That shit works. He doesn't throw crazy fucking hard. That's like, I mean, your guy throws crazy fucking hard. Shots doesn't throw crazy fucking hard. He's only 5'10", 175. I mean, he's not a huge motherfucking guy, but he's going to get you to chase out of the zone, and his walks aren't that high because his chase pitch is always ahead in the count. So he's always ahead in the count. He's never behind, and it's really rare when he's behind. Problem is, sometimes his balls get do get barreled from time to time, but usually straight in the air. Ball doesn't fly sometimes at Wrigley at night. Example. Um, So with the chase rate being high, his strikeouts are right up there. Really high strikeouts. Like you go in MLB, you go to the who has the most strikeouts in the league. He's up there. He's not fucking crazy high, you know?
But he doesn't walk anyone either. I just
No.
yeah, I'm looking at his savant right now. Jeez,
Yeah,
yeah,
that's
that's yeah, that's fastball moves.
yeah. That is why no one can touch him. He doesn't need to throw too hard
Yeah,
because it has so much good movement. Problem is the movement sometimes falls into barrels, but that's expected. That's called the sport of baseball. But another big stat I was finding out just now is that when he has runners in scoring position, which is rare, it's only happened in 5.1 innings, which is probably, I'd say, 15-20% of his innings. He's given up 2 hits in 5 innings when runners are in scoring position.
if you wanna
That
bring
that's
up someone's savant page though, just look at Mason Miller's savant page real quick.
okay. Well,
Just
okay.
just look at it. Uh,
All right. It was my you got your
red,
chance, and
red,
I'm on. It's on.
gray.
It's
Oh, 100,
it's my turn.
100, 100,
You
100, oh, K
you're cutting me
percentage
off. It was my
100,
turn to.
whiff percentage 100, fastball velocity 100, expecting batting average 100, expecting ERA 100. 100's good, right? You want to be at the top of those
Yeah,
lists. The
100's
hundred.
good in fucking 12 inning and like 16 innings pitched. Yeah.
Okay. I'm just
He has
wondering.
like 16 innings pitched.
Yeah, I
Let's get
mean,
some more let's get some more pitches thrown and innings pitched, and then that will level out, you know? I'm not saying he's not bad, but there needs to be a little bit more sample size to make big determinations. Okay?
he's a
And
closing
maybe you're a
pitcher. He doesn't have.
fucking you're probably gonna I know, you're probably gonna be 1,000% right. He's probably gonna be a shutdown guy. He's probably gonna get traded to
He
fucking
already
the
is.
Yankees for $1 billion. So I mean, um, yeah, you know, you're probably gonna be right, but you never know. So it might take a little bit for them to find out how to hit him. That happens with every guy, happens with everyone. Chris
Yeah,
Bryant went from being an MVP to him being a bottom guy now. They maybe figured him out, you know?
yeah.
Same with pitchers. Same with pitchers. Yu Darvish was amazing. And then some
Yo,
people finally figured him out. And he's been up and down.
yeah. But you did want to bring up whip, and I know I told you today. But it's like bringing up whip and comparing pitchers. It's literally saying that one quarterback's better than another quarterback because he scores more fantasy points. Like that is like exact. Like if someone brings up FIP, that's what I think. Like that's what like the first thing my mind goes to.
Okay. Okay. Fair, but a really low whip like that is like should be like a red flag to something that's like, oh shit, you know? And obviously Suarez has the lowest whip in the MLB, so a little shout out to him. But I mean, you can bring it into the table, but it's not like the biggest argument to have
Yeah, I mean,
because it
I'm
backs off of what I said earlier with the runners in scoring position, obviously, because It correlates somehow.
Yeah. But you want to get
Yeah.
into I mean, next Wednesday, I think the schedule comes out. So we'll do a whole
S-
episode
sch-
on
Schedule for what? ML or
NFL.
NFL?
Yeah, I think we'll do a
Oh,
whole.
thought it was already out.
I think we're you want to do
Oh,
like a whole.
the time and dates, like the date and times.
Yeah, yeah. You
Okay.
want to do like a whole deep dive, like every game when we get like a chance.
Sure.
Yeah, I
I
mean,
thought the schedules were out for most teams.
well, I mean, like everyone knows who they're playing, but
I gotcha.
yeah,
I gotcha. I do I do look forward to seeing football again.
oh, big time, big time. Um, you want to get into what the heart of this episode is?
Part of the what?
Heart of this episode,
Oh,
all-time MLB players draft.
absolutely.
Okay, so it's going to be
So, you would like to go first?
um, if we can spin a wheel or do something to decide who goes first, but it's gonna be 1 through 9,
All right.
right? Every position, and you get your DH, um, and then it's gonna be 5 starting pitchers, a closer, and then at the end, last pick. Do you want to do like what
And you have
ballparks?
one current player. You got one current player that's not a Hall of Famer, correct?
Yep, yep. You need to draft one current player, and you need to draft one guy
Mm-hmm.
that's not in the Hall of Fame.
Oh wait, I thought it was those things combined.
No, nope. It's one of your players has to be a current, right? Like playing
Shit.
today, and
Okay,
then
we get a DH spot, right?
yep. So it's
Okay,
every
I'm good then.
position. Yep, yep. Perfect.
Uh-huh.
Uh, I'll flip a
You wanna?
coin
I'll
on my
flip a coin.
perfect.
I was beating you to it. Heads or tails?
Heads.
Siri, flip a coin. Can you read that?
Yep,
It says tails.
yep. You get the first pick, or you
Okay.
can defer. You can always defer.
No, I'm deferring.
Oh, really? You're gonna defer?
We want the ball. We want the ball in the second half. Damn it.
Uh, I, okay. Um, with my first
We're gonna go.
pick,
We'll go player by player. You want to go player by player?
like, what do you mean? Like,
Like
we're
you
gonna
say your
start.
catcher, I say my catcher. We'll start catcher, first, second, third, shortstop, left, center, right, DH, pitchers.
Do you want to do that, or do you want like, or we could do like some strategy to it, where right? Because like you can definitely just draft a bunch of guys that I'm gonna pick, and then I'm gonna have to like go find other players.
Mm, okay. Uh, I guess I gotta let you go your full team first, is what I'm hearing.
No, no, no. Like, so I draft, or so you go first, right? You draft your guy, then I draft my guy, right? But like you draft your
Oh, it's
shortstop,
snakes?
and then I take no, like, but like you take a shortstop, and then I take a catcher, and then you take like your right fielder.
Oh,
I
okay.
take a just like whatever positions, and then we throw them in at like where we want in the order that they're gonna hit.
Okay.
You like
So
that?
you go first, because I'm a little confused. You go first.
Okay. Uh, I'm just gonna take my favorite all time player. Uh, I'm gonna take Johnny Bench.
Okay, I knew that one was coming right out. All right. So Johnny, I was okay.
Uh, uh, you want to go to the Google Doc so we can keep track of the players.
Yeah. You made one?
Yeah, I sent it to you,
All right, let's take a look, see.
but it's not like I'm not having Johnny Bench is not my leadoff hitter though. Like at the end, we'll like figure out where all the guys are gonna bat. So you know what I mean?
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Let me do this on here.
Like the whole reason I drafted Bench was he's my favorite player ever, and I just didn't want him to be on your team.
Well, yeah, I knew that. That's why
Yeah.
I didn't even think of doing many. I didn't really have any reds because I knew you're gonna take all the good ones, obviously, right? With my first pick, I'm taking Ellie De La Cruz. That's my current player. That's not in the Hall of Fame. All right.
Oh,
With my
you're
first pick, I will be choosing the captain, the center fielder.
oh, senior.
Ken Griffey Jr.
That's that's a good pick. Also, I was thinking, like recent retired players that like aren't in the Hall of Fame yet. Those guys are off
Oh,
limits
that's a tricky
because
one.
like they're just in like a gray area where we don't
Oh, really?
know if they're gonna be. I don't like. It's up to you. Like, do you
I
want to
think
allow them or no?
I think one of my guys is in that. I think one of my guys is in that boat.
It's 100% up to you. Because like I was thinking about it, where it's like if you went and you drafted first and you took bench, Buster Posey was
Mm,
gonna be my pick. But like I don't know where he
okay.
back up. That's
Okay.
just me.
So does it snake to me? Do I get a pick now, or
Yeah,
how
yeah,
does it
yeah,
work?
yeah, yeah, yeah. Snake. So you get two.
So I get two. Okay.
Yeah.
Now with my second pick, I will be choosing. Hold on. Minnesota's waiting on the pick. My designated hitter. All the way
Already?
down here. Yep. Vladimir Guerrero Jr.
Okay. I mean, you got that current pick out of the way. That's
No, that is actually not the current pick. That is oh wait. We get one current pick and then you said one that's not in the Hall of Famer,
yeah,
right?
one current player and one non Hall of Famer.
Okay. Alrighty.
Okay.
Your turn, sir.
I think you're just making it really easy for me. I'm gonna take the greatest baseball player to ever live. Uh, my left fielder,
Ted Williams.
uh, Splinter. Yep.
Yeah. I knew you were gonna go Ted Williams.
I mean, it's-
So I gave you the door.
he's like actually
I got a
just
plan
like if
for
you just
left.
look at
Don't
him.
worry. I got a plan for left.
And here's interesting because I can go a bunch different players here. I'm gonna go. I'm just gonna go with the second best player ever. I'm gonna take Henry Hank Aaron, the Hammer.
Ah,
I mean,
good choice, sir.
yeah, I mean,
Really good choice.
yeah, he's gonna be my
Um,
right fielder. Your turn.
Um, I will be kicking us off in right field, and I will be getting one of the most controversial players ever, Big Sammy Sosa.
That's your non-Hall of Famer.
Um, well,
Well, he's not in the
you
Hall of
know,
Fame, but
he is not in the Hall of Fame because of reasons, but I'm pretty sure he falls under Hall of Fame status. But for reasons we all know, he is not in the Hall of Fame. So does that count as a non-Hall of Famer pick there?
that is a non-Hall of Famer. So that does count as a
So they
non-Hall of
all
Famer.
have to be they all have to be Hall of Famers, or this is just our team?
Like Sammy Sosa is your non-Hall of Fame player.
Well, I had a different one in mind for a different position.
You can have multiple non-Hall of Fame players.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
fine.
It's
But
just
he falls under Hall of Fame status.
yeah, but he's like when you go to Cooperstown,
But he
there's no
cheated.
plaque
Yeah,
for him.
no, I know. I understand where we're taking this. Okay. So that is my first pick of this round. And then my second pick is probably gonna piss you the fuck off. Um, it is this guy, Miguel Cabrera.
Where's he
King.
playing though?
What?
Is he playing third or first?
Oh no, he's at first base.
Okay, okay. I'm just
No, yeah. This is no, we don't need him fucking hurt himself.
yeah, because he
Yeah.
does fall into the category of recent retired players, right? Or is he's not
Yep.
still on the Tigers, right? Yeah. Yeah. Um.
No, he's done. And he's a full first ballot, so
Yeah. 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 I'm.
unless he unless he pops hot when he's retired, I guess.
I'm.
I don't know.
I'm. I'm gonna go same vein as you. Probably. Uh. Probably the best defensive first baseman ever. Albert Pujols.
uh you know I can't have him on my team, dog.
Yeah, I know. It's
That
just
guy ruined my that guy single-handedly ruined my childhood. That guy.
yeah.
Him and
I
Aaron
know.
Rodgers. Those
Uh,
two guys are ah
I
they're
just
cool guys, but fuck them.
I think he's just so good though. Like I hate him so much, but he's just so good. And then I'm gonna go with my where do I go? I can go designated hitter here. Um um let me just see something real quick. It's between two players. That's what
Got a minute left on the
I thought.
clock.
That's what I thought.
Better hurry up and pick your pick, Minnesota. You're taking forever.
I know. I'm gonna pick a player who isn't. No, because I want him as a fielder though. That's the problem. Okay, I'm just gonna go with. Oh my gosh! I'll just go with the starting pitcher, and I'll take the big unit, Randy Johnson.
Okay. Okay. So we're back on my side here. And we are going to start on the pitching department as well, Charlie. Our first pitcher is going to be in the two spot. His name is Scary Carey. Carey Wood. Okay.
It's the one game that's like every time he pitches, it's he's getting the 120 strikeout game.
Yeah.
Reading that Kerry Wood. Oh yeah, yeah. You get your second pick now.
Yeah. After Mr. Carey, we will be going in a different direction with our team. We're going to be picking up a catcher that I think you are going to be picking if you didn't pick bench is Mr. Big Joe. Joe Mauer.
Oh yeah, no.
Big Big Joe Mauer, you know. Gotta have a wall back there, you know?
He was a
Like
high
a
school
unit,
superstar, football
you know.
quarterback, played
Yep.
quarterback in high school.
Okay. All right, Charlie, where are we at now? I'm pretty sure you're gonna probably do another pitcher here.
I mean, I think I can just save off on pitchers.
Because you have an outfielder that I like. I mean, you still don't have a center fielder.
Yeah, but like I could choose, there's like a trillion of them, and I can go with my current player here at outfield.
Could go with a current player at center, but I don't know. I feel like a current player would be better for infield.
I don't. Yeah, I'll do it. Uh, um, I mean, you already have a center fielder at DH, yeah, so I can save off of my center fielder. He's gonna be there as my last pick. I'm going to go just a. Oh, I just don't know who to pick at third base. Oh man,
You
I'll
got
just.
1 minute, Minnesota.
Oh,
45 seconds, Minnesota.
gosh. It's between a handful of players for my third base.
All right, what's the
I'll
first
go.
one?
It's really just between Schmidt and Brett, but maybe Beltre. I mean, I'm gonna
Okay,
go Beltre because I watched him. That's the only
that was
reason.
really good. Very good choice. That was my choice. Very, very good choice. Very good choice there.
But like that's the sole. Like I know, like I just wasn't alive to watch the other two. I just hear stories about them where, and I'm gonna take a bunch of older players later. Um, what am I missing? I have center field. You know, I'll just take my DH now, and I'll take Ortiz
Mm,
if I need a big hit.
yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
Okay. Good
I
choice on the
think
big poppy
I
there.
think he's the most clutch player ever.
All right. We're gonna be going over to believe it or not, the first pitching spot. My starting pitcher is gonna be Felix Hernandez.
The king.
Yes. I have two kings on my team. And then we're gonna be going to over to we're gonna be going to second base. And we're gonna be doing another Cub, Mr. Ryan Sandberg.
Second save off on second base
Hmm?
now
What'd you say?
too.
What'd you say?
That I get to save off on my second base player too,
Why is that?
because I can just take my shortstop here and then another pitcher.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, yeah, short. But with my second pitcher, I'm gonna go with Pedro Martinez.
Yeah, that's a good one. Really, really good one.
Yeah, I know.
Alrighty.
Oh, and
Where
then
are
my
we headed
second,
now?
yeah, my second pick, I'm going to go with, yeah, I'll just go Honus Wagner here. Uh, you, just the stories of him are unbelievable.
Hey. Alrighty, back over here. We're gonna be uh we're gonna be moving over to left field, and we're gonna complete the steroid team here, and we're gonna have Manny Ramirez in left field. The reason
Uh,
why we have a really bad defender in left field is because we have a really good defender in center. It's gonna take over for the problems we have in left field. We got a really short porch in left where we play, so it's not a problem to have Manny out there in left at all. And
uh,
I'm talking, this is Red Sox Manny Ramirez when he was like not too bad, but there is a few
this
bad
isn't
plays
this
he had.
isn't this isn't Japanese when he's playing Japan. Any Ramirez?
No, 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 no. He's in left field. He's not fat.
I've been seeing. It's your turn
Okay,
again, right?
it is my turn again. And believe it or not, I am going to be choosing my current player. Well, this was my original current player because I thought they were never mind. But my shortstop is Dansby Swanson. There's my current player choice.
Okay, I'll go with my current player choice, and it's the greatest baseball player I've ever seen in person, Michael Trout.
Yeah, that is a good one.
And then at second base, I just get to pick one of my favorite players ever, Joe Morgan.
Okay.
You're up.
I understand I am up. And I will be having to choose Mr. Mr. Third Baseman, Mr. Chipper Jones.
That's a good pick.
And my fourth slot in my rotation is none other than Shata Imanaga. I've seen enough.
He's an all time great already.
Yeah, he's top five.
I mean, okay, uh, I'm I'm gonna go my third pitcher here, I think, in my opinion, he's the greatest pitcher to ever live. Good
Nolan
old,
Ryan.
hell no, good old Satchel Paige.
Oh, okay.
He played MLB when
Okay,
he was
okay, okay.
50 years old. And then with my second pick, I'm gonna go with another old guy. I'm gonna go with the original flamethrower, Walter Johnson.
Okay. Well, as you noticed, I left my third slot open for a reason, and I want to put Mr. Big Greg Maddox there. Big Greg.
The professor.
Yeah, he is the professor. Don't blow the professor.
It's just
Hmm. All right, so I think you have the last two here, if I'm not mistaken. I'm gonna make a cool font shit. I'm gonna make this shit fancy. Lobster.
yeah.
Oh no, that one's weird. Oswald, extra light. Nah. Actually, I fucks with it. Oswald, bold. Yeah.
Oh, I'm trying to find because I need a picture that's not in the hall. Yeah,
Minnesota, you have 1 minute.
yeah. I'm gonna go with Dr. K. Dwight Gooden.
Okay.
And then it's my closing pitcher, right?
Yeah, I have a feeling I know who you're gonna take.
Who do you think I'm gonna take?
I think you're gonna stick to your roots here. But I could be wrong. You could just take the easy answer, but you might stick to your roots. How big of a fan are you, Charlie, huh? How big a boy are you, huh?
I think
How how big a boy are you?
I think I'm just gonna go with, in my opinion, the greatest closing pitcher ever. That's Trevor Hoffman.
Okay. Okay, Charlie. Well, believe it or not, Charlie, there's gonna be a red on my team. Think you can figure out who that is?
Edwin Diaz or
Nope.
Alexi
Rolls
Diaz.
Chapman.
Oh,
Mr. Chapman will be my closer. And to round out my rotation, I am going to be putting hmm, the tough one here. Toughy, toughy. Um, hmm. Mm, I think I gotta just do it. Mr. Sandy Koufax.
Good pick.
Yeah.
Good pick.
Alrighty. Well,
And then
who is your manager?
my manager. So tweet it to a handful of guys, but I think I'm gonna have to go for the greatest manager to ever step foot in a dugout. Sparky Anderson.
Hmm. Well, I have Bob Brenly as my manager. It's good, man.
It definitely is a pick.
Yeah, it's my pick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then, so this hypothetical 7 game series, we have to play
Mm-hmm.
4 games at one place and 4 game or 3 games at the other. Because you won the coin toss, but I went first. I guess I'm the road team in the situation. So you
Mm.
get to pick your ballpark first.
Okay. Well, we're gonna be playing in uh what I can say is a beautiful Wrigley Field.
I almost threw up
Beautiful
with
Wrigley
that
Field. And
pick.
it's gonna be a day game. It's gonna be really nice.
Well, yeah, because there are no lights. So we're going to have to play half the
No, we
series
we got
in the
lights.
day.
We got
Uh,
lights.
yeah, sure.
We got lights.
Definitely
Yeah.
Wrigley Field has lights. Um,
Mm-hmm.
I'm, I'm going to go with my favorite stadium ever. I'll go with Petco. That's what we'll play the other games.
That's a good place.
San
Great place to play some
Diego.
baseball. Great place to get a beer and play baseball. Absolutely.
Yeah, that's where.
Gotta go to Petco soon. Gotta go soon, Charlie.
Yeah,
Come on, man. I'm waiting.
I already
I'm all
told
done
you
now.
dates. I gave you some dates.
Edit this fucking video. Get your ass to San Diego. And
Uh,
then we could do a collab fucking recording and talk about how much we hate each other and our teams.
um,
And the amount of times Josh Allen throws to the other team.
so I'm gonna go my lead off hitter. I'm gonna go Ted Williams as my lead off hitter. Because if he doesn't
Oh,
hit, he's just
you
gonna
have a
go.
batting order?
Yeah.
Mine's in batting order.
Yeah, I didn't do mine in batting order. Um,
Yeah. Well, I mean,
Adrian Beltre is gonna be
let
my
me.
two hitter.
Yeah, mine's in batting order. I gotta change it.
And I'll go Hammer as my third batter.
Actually, let me just switch this around.
David Ortiz is gonna be my four. Bench is gonna be my five hitter. Like, that's crazy. Like Mike Trout in this situation is gonna be my six hitter. Joe Morgan seven. Oh, I don't even have Albert Pujols. Oh my gosh, Albert Pujols is batting seventh. Joe Morgan's gonna be batting.
Ba-ba-ba-ba-ba.
and Honus is going to be batting the ninth. Um, a lot of honorable mentions, a lot more than I thought. You just want to give a handful of honorable mentions.
Uh, I really wanted to choose a different left fielder, but I feel like if I had um Sammy on one side, I had to have Manny on the other, you know. But I wanted to do Ricky Henderson, honestly.
Same,
You know,
same. I really wanted Ricky. Um,
I was really thinking Ricky Henderson there. And I mean, I was thinking Dansby from the start just because I like his glove, you know.
there,
I mean, there's a shit ton of shortstops out there. Like
yeah, there are.
neither of us did Jeter, which is insane, but
Why? Where does he get
that's
at?
how I just wanted to play my cards a certain way.
What Jeter get at though?
He's decent at baseball.
Yeah, decent. This is an all-time team, not an all-decent team.
Well, if you would like to tell the people what you think about Derek Jeter, here's your spotlight, my friend.
One of the worst fielders ever. I mean, there's no comeback for that. Like, I don't care how good you are offensively if you can't play defense and you're not a major league player and you aren't a Hall of Famer.
Okay. Okay.
Cal Cal Ripken was my other shortstop. It was between him and Honus.
Yeah, no, Cal Ripken. Great answer there. Um, yeah, you
If I didn't,
know,
if Trout wasn't my center fielder, I probably would have taken Willie at center field and then
hmm
would have changed out some of the pitchers for like Scherzer or Verlander, one of the two.
I wanted to sneak Verlander in there, but I had to put Ibanaga, so
Of
I don't
course,
really
you
care.
need him over the
Yeah,
MVP, Justin Verlander.
don't worry. Just the beginning, Charlie.
Yeah,
Just the beginning.
perfect.
Well, I think it definitely goes to 7 games in the extra innings, and I think the Cubs beat the Cleveland Indians in the bottom of the 10th inning. According to what
I
I'm looking at the rosters, man. I don't know about, you know, you got a lot of guys that can be hot and cold. If they're all cold on the same day, you're screwed.
I mean, I guess. I
Yeah.
mean, you have a guy who,
Do you think Ted Williams can catch up to that 100-mile-per-hour fastball?
yes, he's the greatest baseball player to ever have a bat in his hands. I think he can hit a fastball.
Okay. Do you think he can hit shots as breaking ball?
Yeah, I think he can hit any pitch ever.
Okay. I'm just
I
trying to see your mind.
I mean, I said when I picked him that he's the goat. Like he's the greatest baseball player ever.
No. He's probably the greatest ever.
No, no, not the greatest hitter,
People.
the greatest player ever.
No, I
There's
didn't
no
say
one.
hitter. I
Oh,
said
I thought you
ever.
said
I said
hitter.
the greatest ever. No, I didn't say
I mean,
hitter.
I like in my opinion, it's there shouldn't be a debate ever. I don't know, like it's Ted Williams and Ted Williams alone in that conversation.
hmm
That's just my two senses.
Alrighty then. Well, that was uh that was good. Very good fun.
Paul Skeens pitches Saturday.
Yeah, I pitched Saturday against the Cubs. We'll
Mm.
see. You know, We'll see. I think he's gonna have a decent outing. These guys always have good outings coming out of if they're performing like that in the minors. They'll have their first good outing, probably right off the bat. You know.
I don't think we missed really anything.
No, nothing much. Uh, I think that Petco Park should be in the works, Charlie. Though
Yeah, I
we could definitely get some action going on there. Maybe maybe get a nice recording in at the park. I don't fucking know. I'm just kidding. Um, but yeah, that would be good. That would be good fun to get on the road and get some adventure into us. Um, because baseball and 9 innings of beers and brats are it's a great time.
it always is.
Yeah, it's got to be a hot game, man. Can't be no cold game. Day game in San Diego.
Perfect.
It's the move.
Yeah,
Little hidden gem idea. Anyone out there?
yeah.
Don't go to Dodger Stadium. Please save yourself some
Don't.
that time. Please don't go there. It's kind of scary.
It's actually the worst. I've been to 20 different ballparks. It's gonna be dead last forever. It's awful.
Yeah.
It,
I don't know about that time.
I mean,
I don't know about
the
the that place.
I told you the story about when we went to those Dodgers Reds like mid April, like it's like the third week, fourth week of the season, like, and we were staying in Newport, and the opening pitch was like 7 p.m. and we because like our family, we like me and my dad and my brother, we like to go walk around the stadium, tour the stadium, right, see everything there is.
Mm-hmm.
And so we leave the house at like 5 p.m. Right? It's like an hour. It's like a 40-minute drive. So it's hour and 20. Like we should get there like an hour and 20 before first pitch. We sit down in our seats. It's the fourth inning.
Hmm.
Like it's their traffic is horrendous. The stadium just has like a
Interesting.
smell to it that's gross. And the fans suck. The fans are awful.
Yeah. That's probably the worst part. I was gonna probably bring that part up. We don't like Dodger fans. Sorry. We don't want to ruin our fan base and make our fan base think we hate Dodger fans, but you know, it happens. We don't hate anybody. We hate. I'm just kidding. But with Dodger fans aren't the cup of tea, you know.
Yeah,
But we understand if you're a Dodgers fan and you're a true Dodgers fan, you know, like you got a lot going for you. We're a little jealous, but fuck you. I'm just kidding. Well, it's been a good one here today. I feel like talked about a lot. I'm really shocked how my team turned out. Pretty much how I wanted it in the beginning.
oh
And
yeah,
I'm excited about the rest of this Cubs season coming up here.
yeah.
But
We
they'll
have
they'll, they'll fall apart the last 5 games when they need it most. Because the team that took our playoff spot last year is like the worst team in baseball now, which is kind of embarrassing, but a lot changes in the offseason. So
and stuff happens.
yeah. But maybe the Reds can win tomorrow. You
Yeah,
know
hopefully we need to get away.
that would be good. Get the Reds on the winning column because now you're behind Pittsburgh,
Yep.
and Pittsburgh's probably gonna win a game here on Saturday. So
Most teams that
yep. Well, Charlie, I think it's been an honor.
always is.
Well, looks like we will be concluding today's episode of Halftime Beers. It was a good one, and yeah, we'll see you next time when we go over a lot of the NFL schedule and maybe a plan to go to a few games.
Yeah.
As always, thank you very much.
Love you guys.